Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
I've been a little busy today. I heard about this Second Amendment quote. It sounds like just a joke gone bad. I hope he clears it up very quickly. You should never joke about something like that. I didn't actually hear the comments. I only heard about those comments.
So obviously you're saying that there's a strong political movement within the Second Amendment, and if people mobilize and vote, they can stop Hillary from having this impact on the court. But that's not how the media is spinning it. What's your reaction to it?
Well, I just heard about that, and it was amazing because nobody in that room thought anything other than what you just said. This is a political movement. This is a strong, powerful movement, the Second Amendment. You know, Hillary wants to take your guns away. She wants to leave you unprotected in your home. This is a tremendous political movement. The NRA, as you know, endorsed me. They're terrific people, Wayne and Chris and all of the people over there. And by the way, they've already, I just saw, they tweeted out, basically, they agree 100% with what I said. And there can be no other interpretation. Even reporters have told me. I mean, give me a break.
Well, the problem is it's what he said, and it wasn't about what voters should do during the elections. Of course, you can use your Second Amendment rights any way you want. It's what he said, what you do if Hillary wins and has the power to select judges, and then what do you do if you're stuck? And he said none of us can do anything. Of course, he puts the aside in there. Of course, they could use their Second Amendment. It's ridiculous, and he shouldn't have said anything like it. Don't treat this as a political misstep, said Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy. It's an assassination threat, seriously, upping the possibility of a national tragedy and crisis. Strongest of all was Connecticut Governor Dan Malloy, who had to deal with the shootings up there at that school, and what he said on Hardball earlier tonight.
This is insanity. It's a sickness. It's an evil. And Republicans and Democrats and independents have to stand up to this. I am infuriated that someone running for the highest office in our nation would play with the kind of language. This is not a dog whistle. This is a confrontation, which he's calling for.
You know, I think this thing is getting way blown out of proportion. What Donald Trump was trying to do was activate a voter bloc. You know, there's 270 million estimated guns in the United States. And if he can activate gun owners to come out and vote for him and against Hillary, that would be a big win for him in November. This is akin to Barack Obama talking to the Democratic base when he says, don't boo, vote, right? That's basically what he was saying. He goes, look, Hillary is bad for you on this issue. You can do something about it. What he didn't do was finish the sentence, but he meant vote.
And by the way, the guy sitting behind him couldn't believe it. He goes like, wow. You can see it, and looks to his wife and goes, do you believe that? And they both laughed. They both reacted to it as look at this guy right here. Watch this when he says it. See that?
Yeah,
it wasn't like some casual bring out the vote fans. People don't, that wasn't what he said. Now, you could argue that he said it wrong. It was a malapropism, an unfortunate way he said it. But don't you think he was also doing a wink?
No, not at all. I think he's there.
Okay,
he's
fine.
there,
I
Chris,
think everybody else
talking about
thinks
election.
that.
He's stumping for votes.
It was a little joke, if you want to say a sick joke, about assassinations. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And as a fellow whose father, you know, was nearly assassinated, missed by about 1/4 of an inch, being assassinated by a devastator round fired by John Hinckley, I don't find jokes like this particularly amusing at all. And this is more evidence, still more evidence, as if we needed more, that Donald Trump is an erratic, unstable personality who is unfit for office. The 50 national security, Republican mostly national security experts, just yesterday, who said that this is a man who poses a danger to the republic.
I feel that the Second Amendment is the right to keep and bear arms for our citizenry. This is not for someone who's in the military. This is not for law enforcement. This is for us. And in fact, when you read the Constitution and the Founding Fathers, they intended this to stop tyranny. This is for us when our government
if we need it at any time
tyrannical.
in our history, it might be right now.
Well, it's to defend ourselves. Yeah. And, you know, I'm hoping that we're not getting to Second Amendment remedies. I hope the vote will be the cure for the Harry Reid problem.
What did she mean there by John? I hope we're not getting to Second Amendment remedies.
You know, I can't speak for her.
Well, yes, you can. You can listen to her. What you just hear.
But I can't prescribe her.
Again?
I can't prescribe her intent.
What do you? Why? Well, that's how we talk. We talk to each other. I can know your intent. My intent now is for you to answer the question. What did you just hear her say? What's your intent? Not to answer the question?
It looked like she was talking about the right to protect herself with the Second Amendment.
What? What do you mean by protect yourself with the Second Amendment?
The right to bear arms in the case of a revolt against the government. That's what it looked like she was talking about.
And to take out people she didn't like. That's what she said. Do you want me to play it again?
No, I mean, look, Chris, I can't speak to her to that particular situation, but I know as it relates to what we're talking about tonight and Donald Trump, to think that it means anything but stumping for votes and motivating a voter bloc of an issue that they're very passionate about.
Okay, fine. I know what you're doing here. But anyway,
that's a bridge too far.
Trump allies were quick to defend, as John is, the candidate's remarks. Let's watch.
What Donald Trump was clearly saying was that people who cherish that right, people who believe that firearms in the hands of law-abiding citizens makes our communities more safe, not less safe, should be involved in the political process.
What he meant by that was, you have the power to vote against her. You have the power. You have the power to campaign against her.
He was talking about the NRA, and this is something that he's talked about all along the campaign trail. If, for God willing, Hillary Clinton becomes president and gives us Supreme Court justices, we have to fight that, and the only way to do that is through the election cycle.
I don't think there's anything nefarious. I think the media is blowing this up. I don't think it's a story at all, frankly. Well, if you know this, when you talk politics, you use metaphors and analogies all the time.
But this remark today is all of a piece with what we've been hearing since at least the Republican convention, with the cries of lock her up. A delegate just, was it today or yesterday, saying she should be put in front of a firing squad. The implication with the lawsuit by the parents of the Benghazi victim, that somehow she's personally responsible for these deaths. And then Trump's allegation that the election he's heard is actually rigged. This is all a piece, a part of delegitimizing a potential Hillary Clinton presidency before it even happens.